Hello there, and welcome to Club Nintendo level 166. Joining me today to discuss ARMS and the SNES Classic is Mr. John. Hi, John. How's it going?
Hey Tim, what's up?
I guess a lot. Nintendo's been busy releasing some cool stuff.
A lot of stuff.
So,
Um,
do you want to dive into ARMS or Splatoon? Or, not Splatoon. ARMS or the SNES first?
we got to do arms first, cause yeah,
Yeah, that'll be quicker, I think.
yeah.
So, I'm loving ARMS, and they've added some really cool stuff. The first is kind of what appears to be almost like a hidden feature. This isn't in the
What
user interface. This
the
is
land
a
play?
yeah, the land play. It's like a keyboard shortcut. So you can now battle players against LAN on the main menu. Click and hold the left stick, and then press L and R to switch between local and LAN play. It sounds like such a like hidden like cheat code almost.
I feel like it's something the developers used in like a developer build, and they're just like throw it in there, whatever, and they just left it how it was.
It's bizarre they didn't put this in like the settings or something.
It might get moved around. You never know.
But yeah, it's just very interesting. It's in there. So that this is really cool, especially for all of. I mean, I guess the difference between LAN and local is LAN is faster. I mean, what's the? I'm trying to understand the big difference there.
I mean, LAN plays usually everyone's hooked up to like the network, like they're on Ethernet or whatever, and
And local's all over Wi-Fi, so it's
local can be over. Well, local on ARMS is that you can't do any online. Local, I mean, local is local, right? That's like you and someone else, right? Or is local you and someone else on your system? Because LAN play is multiple switches,
yeah. I thought
maybe.
local was too.
Well, I thought local was maybe just one switch hooked up to your TV.
Well, let me load up arms real quick. The other things that they changed is there's arena mode that's added. This mode focuses on one series 1-1 matches that can be played via friends, local or LAN. Up to 4 players can be in arena, and players not fighting can watch as spectators. So this sounds like, let's see. Um, what? Yeah, arena mode. It's been focused on serious. So say I go to, I guess local.
Mm-hmm.
So local, yeah. So there's a new mode when you go to local. There's either party or arena. So this sounds like the arena is kind of like how the ranked matches are for online play. Is my best interpretation of this. And there is a spectating mode that you saw during the Treehouse Live.
Spectating mode's cool.
Uh,
Splatoon's gonna have spectating mode.
that'll be pretty awesome. And then yeah, so local take turns. Let me just turn this on here. Yeah, local communication. So you are doing it over Wi-Fi. I can create a lobby. So yeah, it is.
Okay.
It is that, and then there's versus, which is all in the same system. So
So I guess
yeah,
LAN really is if you want to like I guess be
Ethernet in
tethered
for tournaments and stuff.
Ethernet. Yeah, yeah. Cool.
Yeah, very neat. And then there's some bug fixes or some balancing. I'm not sure what you want to call it. Fixed an issue where Kid Cobra was able to repeatedly do a charge dash while riding snakeboards. So I'm sure the Kid Cobra people are angry about that fix. And then fixed an issue where Bark would warp a great distance away after Bite and Bark performed a rush attack while on a snakeboard.
It's
So
just
it seems like the
these
snakeboard,
boards are causing a lot of problems.
you know, the snakeboards, you gotta watch out for them. And then fixed an issue where arms such as the chakram would pass through the purple light boxes in the ribbon ring stage. So just go through them,
Hmm.
evidently. Invisible boxes. And then it fixed this issue where Biff the announcer referred to Arms Grand Prix as the AMS Grand Prix. AMRS Grand Prix.
Why did they? I can't believe they even put that in the patch notes.
I
That's
love that that's in the patch notes. They're very honest, the
yeah,
Nintendo.
that's weird because Nintendo is usually not honest. Like, look at Zelda's patch notes. It's like
Bug
they're like,
fixes.
yeah, they're like, you're lucky you're getting anything is pretty much that's pretty much what it comes off as. So the fact that they're coming out and saying, "Hey, we misspelled this," is pretty cool to see.
Yeah, I dig it.
Hmm.
So some cool updates, and then next month in July we're gonna get a new character, and then they've promised pretty much continual updates for a while now.
And Arms was also, it looked like, on the top of the sales charts in Japan, which is cool to
Yeah, it's a
see.
good thing. Yeah,
Yeah,
this
which is
is
cool to see.
I think the best selling fighter in a since I don't know a new IP fighter since I don't know. It's been a decade or so, is what I read.
It's been a while since we've had like a new fighter. Like
Yeah.
this is pretty fresh.
So yeah, are you still playing it? You still digging it? What's your go-to character? Or how's that going?
I'm still playing it. My go-to character, um, I like Ribbon Girl. It's kind of weird.
Yeah.
I didn't think I would. I also like Mechanica is pretty good, and the ninja guy, Ninjara. I like Ninjara.
Okay.
I also like Min Min a lot still. That was my first
Yeah,
character,
she's
but I
pretty good.
still Min Min's still
I
cool.
like the
Yeah,
flubber person. I like
Helix.
Helix.
You're still playing with Helix a lot.
He's my go-to. Yeah.
See, I feel like you went all in on one character. I'm still like spreading it all out, like going through the Grand Prix on all the characters.
I'm doing the Grand Prix now as well, so I'm starting to go through those to just as a way to play offline when I'm traveling and stuff. I'm going through
Yeah.
the different modes there.
So you've been playing online mostly?
It's a combo. Sometimes I'll be in offline situations and I'll do the Grand Prix when I'm not available to play online.
I don't think I've played. I think I've played maybe one match online since the game launched.
It's online so good, John.
I know, but I don't know. I feel like I'm intimidated by all these people playing online.
Get good. You can get good
I
online.
gotta get good.
You
Oh
know,
man,
online will teach you. You'll learn through the trials
I
of.
guess that's true. I mean, I guess that's how you get good at something. Practice, practice, practice. But yeah, it's still cool. I like it a lot. It's a good looking game. It's,
It's fun. Yeah, it's yeah. So we got like a good variety. I guess we got Splatoon next one. Got Arms. Got the Mario Kart. They got the Zelda. It's some good variety. All very different.
Mario Odyssey. Um,
Yeah.
did you see that you get the $10 bonus if you pre-order? Oh yeah, you sent me that. You're
Digital.
the
I
one.
sent you
You're the
that.
one who
So
sent me
yeah.
that. Yeah, you know.
Evidently, Best Buy, you'll get a $10 gift card.
Yep.
That by you can do it either. I love this. You can for a digital code of the game. They're still doing it for you.
Yeah, I wish they would do that for Splatoon because I'm getting Splatoon digitally, and there's no that way to get a
Yeah,
discount.
that's been. I doubt you'll get the Gamers Club Unlocked discount, but at least you get the $10,
So
which
what
is
I'm
good.
gonna do is I'm at least gonna go use my Best Buy credit card and buy
So you get
eShop,
points.
yeah, eShop gift cards, yeah, and buy those, get points, yeah.
Yeah, that's cool. So John, the main event, the SNES Classic has been announced, and this thing, John, the Nintendo be crazy again. They did some crazy things with this.
Well, they just go ahead.
So the cord is now 5 feet instead of 3 feet.
No way! I didn't read that. Is that true?
So that's the story. So still way too short.
You know, it's
And
funny
a one,
because
yeah, go ahead.
I'm sitting at my desk and I have my SNE Sky,
Your NES.
my NES Classic in front of me. Yeah, like right here. And honestly, when I plug in the controller
Okay,
for
this
my
is for a
setup,
TV, John, not like
it's
a
perfect.
computer desk.
I mean, it works. It works for
Yeah,
me.
yeah.
But that's
So
cool. That's cool
my
for
one
people.
concern
Yeah,
here is, well, someone's got to make an extender for this thing, right?
of course. Yeah.
Because it's not a Wii. That's gonna I think a different extender cable,
I
right?
mean, they're gonna have extender cables. For the NES Classic, the original one, you can get little Bluetooth dongles and use pretty much any Bluetooth
I
controller you
want to
want.
use the
Um,
original controller. There.
well, here's the thing with the SNE or the SNES Classic, you got
SNES.
the SNES. I don't know why I keep mixing up the names. SNES Classic, you got like 8-bit Duo or 8-bit Do. They got a great
Yeah,
controller.
I still feel Nintendo's has been better.
I don't know. This is pretty spot on. I mean, the patents have been up
Yeah.
for a while, so
Okay.
it's pretty easy to replicate at this point.
Now
But
you get two controllers with the SNES Classic out of the box, which I like. Good
yeah,
move there, Nintendo. So that seems
yeah,
like you couldn't
smart.
buy. I was lucky and I was found a extra controller last year, but
You were like one of
man,
the
that
you
was
were like
hard.
one of 10 people to get an
I
extra
know
controller.
they shipped like two to every store, baby. It's crazy. Those are harder to find than the actual consoles. It's
Oh yeah,
crazy.
they were. It was insane. Most
Yeah.
people bought and ended up having to buy like a third party one.
Yeah, terrible. So now you get two out of the box. And John, they're releasing a brand new game, John. Never released before. Nintendo is bringing Star Fox 2 to the SNES Classic. This was a game that was developed late in the SNES's life, and it was too expensive to bring to market. They had this Super FX chip
Yeah.
that it was like better than the originals. And what they discovered was it was a really expensive cart to make, and they ended up just using some of the ideas in this Star Fox and N64, like the tank. And
It's pretty
but
similar. I
this,
mean, it looks
yeah,
pretty similar. A lot of the they're pretty good graphics from the screenshots I've seen of Star Fox 2. Um, it looks.
my apologies for the mic. There we go. Sorry.
You can always cut that out.
I will.
Cool. Yeah. So the screenshots for this, from what I've seen, it looks really close to the N64 game, which makes sense because the N64 game came out very early on in the N64's life. It was probably literally a mere port or a
There's no
build.
joystick though. This is a 2D game, right?
But it's still it's not that hard to replicate. I don't think the motions.
Now I've never played Star Fox 1 or 2, I must say.
Wait, you never played the original Star Fox?
No.
Oh, that's a sin. There's
I'm
gotta
looking forward to this so I can finally play it.
you need to go like isn't it on the Wii U? Can you get
I
on the
didn't
Wii
think it
U?
was ever on Virtual Console because the effects chip, right?
Well, yeah, that
Am I
might be
right?
true.
I thought
Yeah.
they never released any of those.
Well, they're gonna properly emulate it on the system now, so
I like this. I'm trying to find screenshots of it. It looks. Oh, I'm seeing some now. This looks nice.
I mean, yeah, I'm pretty sure like you can go to like the Wikipedia page and see a couple at least.
But so to
Um,
unlock Star Fox 2, you have to play the first level of Star Fox 1. They want you to at least give Star Fox 1 a shot. I love it.
it's like torture all the people who've played Star Fox 1 a million times and just want to play Star Fox 2. They're like, "Are you serious? You're making me like go back and play the first level again."
Right. So this comes out September 29th for $80 is the suggested retail price. And Nintendo has assured people that they're going to make more of these consoles. They're aware of people wanting them. Do you believe Nintendo in that statement?
Do I believe? Do
Will
I
this be
believe?
easy? Will this be? Do you think I'll be able to get one without too much craziness?
That's a totally separate question than what your first question. The first question.
Like online pre-orders without bots buying every single one up, is that going to be possible this time?
Hmm.
It seemed that Europe was able, you were able, if you were aware of it for like 2 or 3 hours, you could pre-order
You could
from
do it.
Amazon UK, I think.
Amazon did the Amazon Prime thing. Like if you were a Prime member, it was exclusive, which worked really well, I thought.
I remember that, yeah.
Um, so I think they're definitely going to make more. Obviously, they're going to plan ahead this time. I think the
They're
problem
starting earlier too.
they're
So
they're
end of
start.
September instead of, what was it, November? Or when was the NES?
I think it was October.
Late October though, right?
I think so. Yeah.
So at least they're starting earlier to try to allow people time to get this. If
So yeah, that's a good sign. It's an extra month for people to buy it, which means hopefully they'll have more because they've said this time out that they're telling us up front this time instead of like last time where they didn't tell us up front that's going to be discontinued at the end of this year. They literally said that. So if they're coming out a month early, that's a good sign that they have more, or they're going to have enough to last through the holiday. So I think they're going to make more. Do I think you're still going to have trouble getting one? Yes.
Okay. Fair point.
I just think with these things, they have to set aside so many components beforehand, and they have to do so many set up factories, and they have to get everything ready. And by the time that they had gone through everything they had done originally with the original one, making more just wasn't maybe a good option business wise. So this time around, hopefully they prepared and
Yeah.
did all that up beforehand.
Now, now, John, do you think in 20 years the SNES Classic will turn yellow?
No, they're using totally different plastics.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
Good.
plastics these days are much higher quality than they were back then.
Excellent. That was my one complaint of the SNES.
You can get that out. There's ways to get that out pretty easily.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
Now,
I mean, it's a
the
not
question the
it's a
question
nuisance,
is
but
um, so Japan had the Famicom, and Japan and Europe are getting arguably the better looking system because they had a different design. They had the Super Famicom out there, and they had the better color scheme of the more rainbow scheme versus the purple scheme out here. What are your thoughts on? Are you looking to get the European one as well?
I'd like the year. I'd like it just because, yeah, I do like those controllers better. The colors on the controllers. I don't even think I like the controllers better because I don't think they're indent like they're not convex or concave like the ones on the American ones. I think they're all
Oh,
kind
I
of.
didn't even realize that.
I think they're
The
all
color scheme's so much better though.
their color scheme's better, but I don't know. Yeah, I don't know why Nintendo of America did that. I've never had a problem with the purple one. Like I know a lot of people are like, "Oh, it's so ugly. They're so awful." I don't think it's that bad. Like I
It's just
grew up
compared, John.
compared. I know but this is the thing. Growing up, I didn't know. Like growing up, all I knew was my purple SNES controller, and it was great, and it was like my favorite controller ever. It was like way better than the like. I was like, "Oh, this is so much better than the the NES controller." And
And evidently in the Europe version, the front controller port just pops off, and it's Wii controller inputs. It's which I believe because for this one it makes sense because in Japan, Nintendo actually produced and sold Wii SNES controllers for their Club Nintendo Reward program.
it did. I
I've
remember
got
that.
one of
Yeah.
those.
Oh yeah, you do.
I
Yeah.
hope that they have. If these would be really darn short if they're just reusing those because I have one. It's for the Wii and it's not a long cable like the NES. So I'm not sure if we're getting a longer cable than Europe. I'm not sure if we have confirmation on that yet.
Oh, you're probably gonna have to wait and see for that.
Yeah, I'm curious. So anecdotally, the Famicom Classic was not expensive to really import. You could get one for around $110 shipped. That's the Japan one. So
Hmm.
I'm curious if the Super Famicom Classic will be inexpensive to import, and like if the Europe what the Europe prices or Japan prices will be, because Japan, it'll text will be in Japanese, so games will be less friendly for you to play, obviously. But Japan's lineup of games is slightly different. So Japan includes Fire Emblem, Mystery of the Emblem, and Konami's The Legend of the Mystical Ninja. So that is exclusive to the Japan version.
And and are they missing anything that we have?
I believe they are.
Okay, what are they not getting? They're probably
Uh,
not getting like stuff like Super Punch Out. Like, do you think they care
do
about
we
Super?
get Super Punch Out?
Yeah,
I didn't see that on the list.
yeah,
Awesome.
it's on the list. Well, they might not care about
I think it's a bit some big stuff they're not getting.
actually, I don't know.
So here's
Kirby's Dream Course. I'm so happy Kirby's Dream Course is on this.
right. They're getting a soccer game. Are we getting a soccer game?
I don't think so. No, no, we're not
Okay.
getting Kirby Superstar, which is 8 games in one. So you know that's a
So
lot.
what is Kirby Superstar? Explain this game.
I'm pretty sure it's like all the original Kirby's, right? It's like
Okay.
all the. Hold on, let's look it up. Kirby Superstar. Super Nintendo. I remember growing up and seeing this game on the shelf at Blockbuster, but I never ever got it. Um, uh, let's see. So the box states that the game features 8 games in one cartridge. I'm reading this from Wikipedia. Most of these games are platforming oriented. So no, they're not. It's not a compilation at all. It's literally just a bunch of little Kirby games.
Okay. So yeah, so here's exclusive to Japan. Panel de Pawn, a competitive Tetris style game, Super Soccer, and Legend of the Mystical Ninja. You do not get in Japan Castlevania 4 Punch Out
Mm-hmm.
or Kirby's Dream Course. So that's the difference.
What? They don't get Kirby's Dream Course? That's so
They
sad.
don't, because I guess they don't like Kirby in Japan.
Be fair, no, not many people like that game. I'm like one of the few that like that game. So
So the PAL version, the European version, includes a number of games that never came out in Europe or Australia. Those include Final Fantasy VI. That wasn't released until the PlayStation era. In Earthbound wasn't available in Europe until the Virtual Console release. We at least got it, but I guess Europe never got Earthbound.
yeah, we got it and no one bought it.
Yeah, super expensive game back then. Or after the fact, I mean. So here are
After
the
the fact,
21
yeah.
games. Here are the 21 games, John, that are coming to America. Super Mario World, naturally. Super Mario Kart. The Legend of Zelda: A Link to the Past, arguably the best 2D Zelda game out there.
Yeah, that's like awesome.
Yeah. F-Zero, which I've never played an F-Zero game, so this could be my first
Oh,
F-Zero game, John.
I can't believe that. It's crazy.
And I hear it's wonderful. Super Metroid, which I'll probably not play because it's Metroid.
What? Why don't you just try it out? Super Metroid's a good one.
I own it on one of my consoles, and I just get lost.
Oh, that's right. You've tried it.
I,
Okay.
I, I get lost in Metroid games. They're
Okay.
confusing. So hopefully the new ones are good. We're also Street Fighter 2 Turbo Edition, Super Punch Out, Castlevania 4, Donkey Kong Country. Only the first one.
Only
which
the
is
first
sad.
one, which is really interesting. Yeah, I thought that was really interesting. Then we put the first one
Licensing issues.
with Rare. I don't know. I mean, it's pretty good about.
Hopefully not.
I mean, they've released those on virtual consoles, so it can't be licensing
Yeah,
issues.
it's a shame they couldn't figure out how to get the other two on there
Because
because
like they put the original three Mario's on the first.
yeah, I feel
So,
like all three of those should
yeah,
have been on here. That's the
yeah.
one sore point. Amongst the otherwise great lineup, Mega Man X, Kirby Superstar, Final Fantasy 3. So we're getting two Final Fantasy games. Kirby's Dream Course, Star Fox 1, Star Fox 2, Yoshi's Island, which is Super Mario World 2,
Yep.
Super Mario RPG, which I'm so glad this game made the
I
list. I've never played it,
Yeah, it's awesome.
but I hear it's great.
Yeah.
You've played this.
Play a
Start to
little.
finish?
I never
A
played
little
start
bit.
to finish. Because but it's a good game. I really like it. The art style, the RPG elements. It was made by Square, right? Square helped
I think
develop
so.
it with
This was a
Nintendo. Yeah,
one-off game. This is not a part of the Mario and Luigi series or Paper Mario. This is a one-off RPG game, and I hear just phenomenal. Like
yeah, it's
very
awesome.
much worth playing.
Yeah, from what I played, it's really good. I'll definitely probably this might be the first times I play through it after getting it. So I'm
Yeah,
looking forward
I'm
to it.
excited. Very excited about this one. Contra 3, The Secret of Mana. Have you played that one?
I played a little. It's like a turn-based game with like you have powers and stuff, and it's top down. It's kind of like Zelda a little bit. It's interesting.
Okay.
It's okay.
Earthbound, which I'm really glad this one made the cut because it's a really fun game that has a really fun personality to it, and it was a big hit last year or a couple years ago when it released. It came out for $10, I think, on the Virtual Console.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
now this $10 game is part of the system here.
People have been begging for Earthbound, and now Nintendo's like,
They're just like, here you go.
I think this Earthbound being on this is literally a tease that they're gonna make that they're gonna release the others.
three? I
yeah.
hope so.
So yeah.
Super Goals and Ghosts is the final game.
Oh, that's a great game.
So this lineup is infinitely better than the NES lineup because they
Yeah.
have more to choose from.
Yeah.
More quality to choose from. The Mario games are great on the NES. You had the three originals, and
And
it's the original Zelda's great. You had some good games in there.
original
The original
Zelda's
the football game was great. I like the Techno Bowl.
Tecmo Bowl's good. I mean, Punch Out's on there, right? Punch Out's on there. Yeah, that's good.
Yeah, but the SNES lineup is so you have some like very deep experiences, like the Link to the Past, like the Donkey Kong game and the Star Fox games, RPG. Yeah, you have some
Two
really
Star
great,
Fox games.
yeah, two
I mean,
Star Fox games, some really great RPGs in here. Like there's some quality games that you can spend some time with. Like
it
Earthbound
is
alone. That
Earthbound's
game,
good. Yeah, that's a lot of
lot.
game. Yeah.
That's a lot of game.
It's also $20 more than the.
You get a second controller, so
You do get a
that's
second controller.
$10 worth of it at least.
And what the other 10 is just the fact that it's better
Better
games and yeah, It's got an unreleased game,
Yeah,
which is cool.
yeah, an unreleased game. This is crazy. The developer of Star Fox 2 was very excited.
Wasn't it released?
It was
It was no,
stolen or
it was
something.
yeah, yeah. I mean, I'm pretty sure like yeah,
There's
people
ROMs
can
of it.
emulate it. Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
curious if there's any changes to this official version.
Yeah. Well, it'd be interesting to hear. I'd love
Yeah,
to hear like an interview with like some of the. I mean, Miyamoto helped produce it, so he knows. We can
yeah, that'd be
maybe
cool.
there's stories of him talking about it, or he'll talk about it. So
Yeah. So we have September 29th. That's coming soon. $80. It's under the classics branding. It's rated teen since there's mild blood, suggestive themes, and violence. Was the
really,
original rated? What was the original rated?
I
Is
don't know.
that
I'm looking at my box. I'm looking at my box now, and I don't see a rating on it anywhere.
NES Classic? Let me look this up here.
But
The website is
games
still up
weren't
for
rated
rating.
during the NES game era. Do they still have to rate them and when they re-release them on a?
Retroactively, I think they would. So it's funny. They still have the NES Classic website up, John. Just
Oh, that's just a slap in the
just
face.
to, so the original had 30 games. So we're getting less games, but they're better quality. Let's look at the bottom of the page here. E for everyone for mild violence. No, E 10 plus mild violence.
Is that what it said for?
Yes,
Okay.
that's what the original was. And it's funny at the very bottom. Please check with your local retailers for availability. They have links to all the retailers, which is hilarious.
What happens when you click on the links? Just dead link. It doesn't go anywhere.
I'm actually trying. Um, Wait, they're not linking. They have
Yeah, it's
links.
broken. Yeah, it doesn't work.
I can, I can, I can. No, this is weird. Yeah, these are just dead links, John. Because that's the state of the NES.
I feel like I don't like the box on this as much as I like the NES Classics box.
Let me take a look here.
It's not as identical to the original, I feel like.
No, let's
Maybe
look at
I'm
this.
being
I
I
like
feel
the
like
Japan box. Looks kind of cool.
I feel like they had the box posted, now it's gone.
Yeah, I
They've
don't see the
changed.
box art. I
They've
see I see the European box art,
Oh wait, you sent me
and I
you
see the
sent me the
Japan
box
box
art.
art.
I'm looking at it now. It's no, never mind. It's pretty close. It's just the fact that it's got the no. Actually, no. It's pretty close. I take that
Now,
back.
John, what do you feel the chances are next year? We get the
Oh, the N64.
N64. What are the chances here, John? I mean, do they do it? It's old enough
I
at
mean,
this point, right?
it's old enough.
Do they I mean, the games look like crap now. Like, is that do they do it? Because like, do they hold up?
They still release them on Virtual
They
Console. So
do. And if they do it, do they do a four controller system with like
they gonna give you all
can they get
four?
GoldenEye? Can they get like
Oh no! If they
games like
got
that
if here's the thing, uh, can they release the N64
without
Classic
GoldenEye?
without
They
GoldenEye?
need it. Or Perfect Dark at least.
They don't own they own more GoldenEye than I think they do Perfect Dark, right? I
I
don't know.
guess.
I
Yeah,
don't
Perfect
know.
Dark's now owned by Microsoft. I mean, maybe they could have a discussion with them about that.
I don't know. I mean, I'm sure they're making it and playing with it. If it gets released, I don't know. I
Oh,
mean,
I
we
love it.
heard rumors
And,
about this one
it'd come with
early
Rumble
on.
Packs, of course, John. Have to come with the Rumble Packs.
Oh my God, this thing would be $100 at least.
Four controllers. Yeah,
Rumble
what was it?
packs.
It wouldn't ship with. It'd have to. This would, yeah, it'd be much more expensive if it shipped with the four like that. I don't know. What do they
The
do?
controllers are bigger. It's got more parts because it's got a joystick
Yeah, I know
and
what they do. I want that to happen. Can you just imagine a little tiny little N64 with little controllers? Controllers are normal size, so that wouldn't be little. This would be expensive though.
that's what I'm saying. It'd be expensive. Think how much they sold those controllers for originally. Like
So could they do it for 100? Would they do it for 100?
for 100, it wouldn't come with four controllers. It'd
No.
come with like two.
Come with two, you could you could buy them after.
You can buy them after, yeah.
Yeah, right. Was the N64 the same across all regions? Was that the first time? Did we finally get rid of the?
Region lock? It was not. It was
It was
region
the same
locked.
looking system though.
Oh, same looking. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it looked the same.
Okay. And memory card baked into the N64 Classic, is that assumed, or do we buy memory cards now too?
I never really understood the kids who bought the memory cards for the
You needed
N64.
them for some games.
That I never really ran across, I don't think, a game that
Some
needed it.
basketball games I know needed them. I
That's
remember
just
having the swap. I had the swap Rumble Pack to memory card from time to time. I
that
remember.
is really that's so
Whenever you had to swap them,
stupid.
you just hook one up. It's a very modular system.
That's funny.
And
Um,
does the S4 Classic ship with the expansion card slot
I think that's built in.
built in? Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh,
I think the extra boost is built in these days. For those, 20-year-old games now. How old is the
yeah.
N64 now? 20 years old? Over that?
Yes, something like that. Yeah.
21 now? Came out,
Yeah.
what, 1996?
Sounds about right. Yeah.
Yeah.
So John, SNES Classic, you can be standing in line on September 29th, or try. I hope pre-orders are available online for this thing.
When's it come out? September 29th?
Yeah.
I need to ask
It's
off
a
that day
Friday,
for
right?
work.
Is that a Friday?
I think probably. I need to ask off
They're
for
not going to
that.
open up early. Oh, wait. Oh, I was looking at July.
It is a Friday.
See, I wish this was a Saturday, so, you know, people could go. Do you
Yeah,
think
I
retailers
mean,
will do midnight launches of this thing?
oh no, golly, no.
No?
I doubt they'll have enough to warrant a midnight launch. If they have, they're gonna have like five or
Uh,
six.
so it'll come out like 10 o'clock, right?
Yep.
Normal opening time.
Yeah. I'm just hoping that it's gonna be easy to get it online. Like, not easy, but relatively like,
Yeah,
hey,
simple enough.
someone posted it on Twitter and I see it and I order it and
Within an hour, you could get it.
yeah. So
Versus last time, it was seconds.
milliseconds.
Yeah, because the bots were getting them. And I was smart enough to go after the controller one time because bots weren't doing that as fast originally.
Well, look at you, Tim. You and your NES
I
Classic
know.
controller.
Yeah, so I got two of the controllers. I actually have two systems. Well,
Do you?
yeah, I gifted one. Well, it's in loan.
Oh, yeah, I
No, I
gifted
gifted
one to my
one. I gifted one,
brother-in-law.
and my system's in loan. So yeah.
I gifted the one that Amazon sent me with they sent me remember they sent me the European version. They sent me
Yeah, you
the
didn't
PAL
like that.
version.
Yeah, you don't like
No,
that.
no, I wanted it for my collection. I don't want the PAL version. Dude, what the crap is this? I'm like, I was the only one who got that. I tried to check with as many people on like Reddit and Twitter as
Yeah.
possible. I was like the only so weird. So yeah, I gifted that one.
Uh,
I
so
even
Aaron,
remember how I got the second one.
So Aaron will be on the next episode. He has some thoughts on this, mainly about supply constraints. I think Aaron wants one, but I don't think Aaron's going to put up with no shenanigans.
Yeah, I think he wants one. I don't know if he wants to admit that he wants one though.
He won't give in to the. Did he say? I think he said over chat that he'd sell it to make money. And right, is that what he said?
Did he say that? I
Did
don't
he
think
say it? I think he said he'd support Nintendo's economy of just reselling things. I'm not sure. We'll have him on. He's gonna be on next episode. I think he likes this concept, but he doesn't like Nintendo's supply constraints.
Yeah.
So hopefully it's not his concern this time. Nintendo said that it won't be. So any final thoughts before we close out? We should just mention the Breath of the Wild expansion pass #1. It's coming out as this episode will be released. It's coming out on June 30th. So this is gonna have the Korok mask, right?
Yep.
So you can finally hunt all those Korok seeds down, and the Trial of the Sword to unlock the full power of the Master Sword.
Trial of the Sword. It's also going to have a couple other masks and the feature where it tracks where you're going, like on the map.
Yeah.
Apparently, it's also got a feature a mechanic now where you can place a travel point anywhere on the map
that's
you
right.
want.
Yeah, that'll be really handy to go dragon hunting and things like that.
Yeah, so that's all really good stuff. Hard mode, right? Is that what they're calling it?
Yeah, hard mode's added. So yeah, that comes out tomorrow. So are
Cool.
you day one with that?
Yeah, I'm downloading it tonight probably.
Sweet.
Something
So-
to play until Splatoon.
There you go. So with that said, any final thoughts?
Nope.
Cool. Where can folks find you on the interwebs?
You can find me at John Wesley A everywhere.
Cool deal. And my handle is TCHATEN. Go to youtube.com/tchatten for the video version of the show. We'll be back next time for level 167. Thanks for listening or watching. Bye-bye.